February is Heart Month, and it's a perfect time to focus on your heart health. This week, the American Heart Association is sharing more information on our Libraries with Heart initiative. Senior Community Impact Director Tracy Monks joins us along with Lisa Huber. She's the Government and Community Relations Manager at Duke Energy Corporation, joining us with this exciting announcement, a little bit of what you all are working together. Great to have you both here.
Well, thanks for having us.
So I'm so curious. Tell me about this project and how it all came about.
Well, Libraries with Heart is an initiative the American Heart Association is doing nationally, but we're bringing it into our local communities. And one of the great things about this program is not everybody has access to the equipment they need to live a healthy life. And knowing your blood pressure numbers is so important because hypertension, high blood pressure, is a silent killer. We don't really feel bad when our blood pressure is high, but by the time you start getting symptomatic, you're already pretty much in a hypertensive crisis.
Right.
So we really want everybody to be able to out there to know their numbers. And what better place than the libraries?
Yeah.
You can stop in the libraries, and we're doing this over in southern Indiana, and hopefully coming into Louisville soon, that you can go in, a machine just like the one we have up here. You can put your arm, get your blood pressure taken, and then if you do have a little issues, we have a smaller blood pressure cuff that they have to check out. Because who can check out things better than the library, right?
Right, and so there's like a professional that can kind of help you operate everything so you don't need to be intimidated.
Correct.
And
exactly.
It's pretty easy. I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory how to operate.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that. I think so often, like just from personal experience, my dad suffered from high blood pressure. And it's one of those, when you grow up with it, we never could figure out, well, maybe it's a bad day.
Right.
Well, maybe somebody's irritable. And I think it's one of those things that is absolutely the easiest things to dismiss. And it can be deadly. And it's just so important. I cannot underscore enough how important this is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody puts off, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. But
it's a bad day.
Yeah.
I had too much salt, right? Like the excuses go on and on and on. And to have somebody there to talk through this is really, really great. And I know that Duke Energy, what a great partnership this is for you all.
Absolutely. The Duke Energy Foundation was honored to help support this initiative with a grant. Last year, we funded a grant to be the first in Southern Indiana at the Floyd County Library. And so put a machine in there. They've got the checkout cuffs that have been great and popular with folks. And now this year, we've done another grant to expand the first one in Clark County. So Jefferson Township Library will get a tabletop machine there, as well as cuffs to check out. So it's just, I mean, libraries are such an amazing resource in our community, right? It's more than checking out books and summer reading programs. You can go in here, get your blood pressure checked, and not feel intimidated. Check out a book on eating heart healthy or some recipes, how to exercise healthy. I mean, a one-stop shop, and just able to be accessible for everybody, which is why we felt important and wanted to support this initiative.
You know, so many of the libraries now, they kind of curate things around seasons.
Yes.
So all their heart health books are like, everything is curated right in the front area, so I don't have to go like looking for it. Like you said, you can find some great recipe books to get you started. Why is this such an important issue to Duke Energy? Why are you all passionate about it?
It's important because this gives access to everybody, right? It's easy. You might be in the library with your children. You might be, you know, taking shelter in the cold. It's easy. There's instructions. You can do it yourself. You can take the cuff home in the privacy of your own home and keep a pulse check on it. So it's just really making, removing those barriers to make it easy. And, you know, it's a life-saving tool, right? It's a simple thing every one of us can do, and just to have access to that, it's important.
So often I think it's important for people too, and you probably see this because you're doing, you know, the hands-only CPR. There is something so empowering about taking your health and saying, this is what I'm doing today to make sure, you know, I understand, like knowledge is so powerful in this particular fight.
It absolutely is. And blood pressure is one of those issues that we really want people to take control of, and doing some of that self-monitoring blood pressure at home. That's why it was important to have the smaller cuffs as well, that people can check those out. Because white coat syndrome, when you go into the doctors, is truly a thing.
It is.
For a lot of people. So we want to make sure that you know your numbers outside of the medical environment as well.
Where you're surrounded by books and cookbooks and peace and quiet in the library is a lot less stressful sometimes, and intimidating, I think, for people people than going and booking an appointment. Very important, but this is a great idea. Anything else that you all are working on as we wrap up this month? I know you're on every week. I don't want to give anything away.
We've got a lot more that we'll be
good.
sharing as we get forward. But we actually are going to be kicking this off at the Jeffersonville Township Library on the 27th of this month.
Awesome.
Along with that, after we have the machine there, we're also going to have a professional from Baptist Floyd there to talk about hypertension. So it's a community conversation. Everybody's welcome to come out and hear the importance of blood pressure. Take your blood pressure and then come listen to some education.
Love it. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Great to see you both. For more information, just head on over to heart.org.